No.
But yeah, maybe we should start talking about some actual stuff instead of just random shiz off the top of our head. I was actually talking with Rose earlier today, and we got on the discussion of boys and girls and stuff like that.
Oh boy.
And given that that was probably one of the most watched videos that we've had, I think it's fair to bring up the discussion, the topic. What do you think?
Makes sense. Do a secret of the popular stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing: a lot of there's this big discussion over who's actually depressed, or not depressed, who's actually oppressed the boys versus girls. There's that whole discussion.
Because we have to fight over even who's more oppressed more. It's a competition.
Right. Yeah.
No,
And
I'm a bigger slave.
MGTOW says it's the boys, and feminists say it's the girls. I'm here to tell you that technically speaking, it's kind of like on a bell curve.
It depends.
This is just my opinion anyway, but this is, again, based off of what I've seen. The most oppressed people, probably, the most attacked people in the world are non-single mothers.
Yep.
Legit. Non-single mothers are probably the most attacked group in the world, especially if they are feminine.
Yes.
And there's a reason for that. Basically, if you have feminine energy, you typically don't fight back against a lot of people that are attacking you and verbally and physically attacking you.
Yep.
So, it is just I don't know. It's just it just feels. I guess technically speaking, they're not supposed to be the ones fighting back.
No.
Because by nature, they're not really meant to do that.
No, they aren't.
I feel really bad for them because, I've seen plenty of single moms go through a lot of stuff. Well, not single moms. I keep saying single moms. The internet has got me messed up, and also I'm currently doing two things at once. So technically, yeah. But anyways, yes, it's not my fault because I'm a victim of myself.
I'm reversing myself.
But anyways, yeah. So moms with kids, actually not just single moms, because single moms have a hard time too. But it's a difference between whether you're a single mom by choice or a single mom by non-choice, because for some reason the society only really wants to help out women who are single moms by choice, as opposed to the ones that their husband died, or dad stepped out on them.
Ooh.
For his own selfish reasons or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm getting off topic. Yeah, basically, society does not like them for some reason. And I don't understand why, because I actually hold a significantly high amount of respect for most moms in general.
Yeah.
And I don't know. What are your thoughts on it anyways? You're not really inputting a whole lot.
I was letting you go off because you like to talk.
Well, I mean, I guess, well, I don't know. I just figured, you're just saying, yeah, I just figured you're waiting to say something. I don't know.
Well, I'm just agreeing with you for the most part because I can't disagree with your points. I mean, I don't know. It's a case-by-case basis. Like, if we're talking about somewhere like, I don't know, Iraq or Saudi Arabia, would be like, yeah, you have to cover your entire body so the men don't lose control of themselves. Or maybe the men could just be decent human beings, but that sounds like too much work.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Here's the thing I've noticed. A lot of people, it's easier to be a mom because of X and X reasons, and they get support and all that stuff. Okay, well, hear this out, okay? If a mom is deciding to have a child with someone, and that person either leaves them or dies, then guess what? They're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
So there's a reason why a lot of women are very, very, hesitant to commit to relationships.
Yep.
It's because of that. They're essentially, they need to be very careful about that sort of thing, because if they're left with an incompetent man, or a man that ends up leaving them or dying, where are they at? They're completely screwed in life.
True. There's
not really a whole lot of ways they can take care of themselves and a baby at the same time, because they're still recovering from that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's here's how I see it. I think men get screwed over by society a little bit more than women do. but women get screwed over by biology way more than us guys do.
Yeah. Oof.
And I got screwed over by that jump.
Damn biology. I mean, I agree. I mean, I have respect for mothers and all that jazz who have to go it alone and try to raise a family by themselves and all that without anyone else to lean on to or anything like that. I got respect for mothers, even though I do.
Yeah. And here's the thing. In terms of like who's wrong in like the feminist versus MGTOW debate, technically they're both wrong in my personal opinion. I think feminists are actually closer to understanding the issues with society, but not the solution, whereas MGTOWs are actually closer to understanding the solution as opposed to the issues.
If only they could just team up and talk to each other.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of the whole point of biology, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like the sexes are supposed to work together and not try to fight against each other. It's almost like we're designed in order to work together in order to create something new.
Instead, for some reason, there's like, I don't know, it's almost like there's a high group of people in society that are trying to drive the two sexes apart.
To distract us so that they can go to the bank and take all of the money.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? That reminds me. Did you know that the pretty much the entire second wave of feminism was completely organized by John D. Rockefeller?
Really?
And he even said his reasoning was because he wanted more workers.
Huh.
More workers means you can pay the other workers less.
Well, I mean, I guess, but the whole women earning less than men debate is bullshit in the first place. I
don't know. You know, here's the thing. Technically speaking, if they weren't working, the pay gap would completely disappear entirely.
I mean,
I'm not saying, like, I'm not necessarily saying that women should go out of the workplace, but I just think it's kind of a funny. It's a funny thing to say.
Yeah, it could work. The entire second wave of feminism was started by a man. Good job.
Yeah. Technically speaking, so was the first one. Like it was kind of both, but there were a lot of men backing it.
It is. I know. It's funny to me. It's like one of those things where you find like the leader of Black Lives Matter is run by a white dude. It's like, wait, what?
Actually, isn't Black Lives Matter? Well, I don't know. I don't know what Black Lives Matter. I honestly, that's not something I know about. But like,
anyway, yeah. Why is everything red? Is it because you ran into one of those dirty bubbles?
Yep. That's the dirty bubble.
That's a virtual boy.
And you notice the world we're in is a little bit glitchy for some reason.
Yep. You're in the world of Glitch Trap. From Five Nights at Funko's.
I just love how completely open this world is, though.
It is nice. It's like an actual world people would live in.
And boy, am I going fast.
Yep.
And I just lost all of my momentum.
Good work. Take that, wall.
Pass your wall. I will say this though: if you are a girl and you want to earn my respect, have a kid. Have a kid with a guy, start a family. You will earn my respect almost immediately.
If you're a girl and you want to earn my respect, please take me.
That doesn't have to be me. It really doesn't. It doesn't have to be me. If you don't want to, like, if you do want it to be me, sure, I'll accept. I was actually telling Rose, like, there's a funny thing for me, like, there are really not a whole lot of things that will turn me off for someone physically, because, like, thinking back to high school, if I were to pick any one girl to date from high school, it would technically be this one girl that was actually physically extremely crippled.
Makes sense.
And there's a reason for that. It has literally nothing to do with like anything of how she looks. It's entirely because she was not a jerk like everyone else was.
That's good.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't know. There's probably not any actual girls watching this, but you want to know how to make a guy feel happy? Just if he's actually not a terrible guy, like, you know, off the top of my head, I'm just thinking Andrew Tate, but like someone like that, you know, someone that's just like you know what I'm talking about, right? Like the jerk guys, they're just complete assholes. If you don't like, if you're just trying to get the attention of a guy that's not like that, all you need to do is just really be genuinely nice to him, and he'll probably like you back.
Probably, yeah. I mean, that's all.
Like, no joke.
That's all. There's a reason that some women complain about being told to smile a lot, but there's a reason they're told to smile a lot. Men like to see that.
And also, there's actually a reason for that, because psychologically, smiling does in fact make you happier. And sometimes whenever I'm not in a good mood, I will just start smiling because I need to cheer myself up.
I need to do that more often.
Yeah, it actually, I don't know, it's like, I remember hearing this one study that it releases chemicals into your brain for that sort of thing.
Yeah, dopamine. Might be a placebo effect, but I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, it doesn't really matter as long as it works.
True that.
Wow, I picked a million different directions, and I go in the one direction that's actually the correct one.
What are the odds?
Probably like 1 in 8.
What if you said a million directions?
Yeah, well, I think it's most likely that we'd be able to see it within like 1/8 of the screen, you know?
True.